I'm ready for the pod. You ready?
Let's do it, man.
Salud.
Salud.
Let's go, Cesar.
Did you like the beers I got this time?
Yeah, shoulder to cry on, folks. Not a sponsor of the podcast. West Coast IPA by Oakland United. I love me a good Oakland brewery. They're good. Ghost Town's out there. Fieldwork is out there. Really solid breweries. Check them out. If you're in the area, I would recommend going to Fieldworks. It's really, I think it's in Alameda, but it's like pretty close to the water, so you get a nice, beautiful skyline view of SF. Like, it's nice.
Damn. Might have to check it out. But yeah, I saw these and me llamó la atención, this logo or this design.
Yeah.
I was like, bro, let me try them out. I feel like last time I went in there at Bevmo, they didn't have these Oakland United Beer Works.
No, yeah, these are
So
nice.
now they
in the
have a
fridge,
bunch.
too. They're cold.
Yeah.
They're nice. This Bevmo has limited stuff in the fridge.
Yeah.
They have a shit ton not in the fridge, which is not very convenient for us. But I digress, folks. Welcome back to episode 66 of Goal Sided. I am Omar here with their co-host, Cesar. How you feeling, Cesar?
Feeling great, man.
Hell yeah.
Getting ready for the Quakes game.
Yeah, big shout out. Big first thing we'll call out today. Right after this, that's why I got the Quakes jersey. Two birds, one stone. We're going to the Quakes game right after this, the Cali Clásico on a Wednesday.
BLA. Yeah, on a Wednesday, but
shout out to the homies from the band Tsunami. Did you see their collab with the Earthquakes on Instagram?
Serio,
Local hardcore
sick.
band here from San Jose. Let's go. You already know we about that hardcore life. And they're selling merch. So hopefully we get out there and we can cop a little bit. I'm gonna buy one of the sweaters.
Okay.
I'm gonna buy one.
I'll check them out and see.
It's about to be lit. It says beat LA with like a hardcore full like fucking punching and shit.
Like the mosh pit.
Yeah,
Type
it
of
looks
vibes.
fucking sick. You'll see when we get there. Hopefully they don't run out. Yeah, but in other news, folks, before I go over the agenda, I want to give a huge shout out to all of our new listeners that we have. Over the past couple of weeks, we've really hit a nice uptick of listeners, followers. I think August was one of our best months. We had our best day overall. We almost hit 100 total plays on our podcast overall on multiple episodes. So yeah, huge appreciation for you guys. I think that's crazy how much we've grown from last summer, just being like, let's talk it up about soccer, to now we're like working, but at the same time being like, yo, what should we do? Like this week, how are we going to grow? Do we want a website? What can we do for merch? I don't know. Stuff like that, right? So
just throwing it out there, and kind of planning and
yeah, that's how this started. Just throwing it out there. So like that's how our next ventures with this will be. So just know that we got a lot of stuff coming. And if you guys are new to this, please subscribe to us on whatever platform you're on. We're almost at 100 subscribers on Apple and Spotify together. We're at 97 last time I checked. So right there. On YouTube, we're now putting our full video podcast of this. So you can see us be awkward with our hand gestures on there.
it's going to be a third one on there. So yeah.
Yeah, we're moving on there. And we have about 80 something subscribers on YouTube, mainly because of Cesar Shorts, because we also post all of our TikToks on YouTube, and those have gotten us some subscribers. So yeah, whatever medium you consume your podcast or your soccer info, whatever, you can find us, and yeah, subscribe and show some love.
Yeah, and also if you want to be a bit more intimate and join the inner circle, join the Discord. We're daily on there, just chopping it up, talking, seeing what Fabricio is saying and kind of commenting on it. So if you guys want to jump in there, feel free, feel welcome, and we'll catch you guys there. Hopefully.
Yeah, on Discord we're almost at 200. I think we should hit 200 in the next couple of months. But yeah, we're trying to build more than a podcast. We're trying to build a football community, as we started saying on our Instagram. So yeah, get up on there, chop it up with us, and have a good time. All right, but episode 66, we got a jam-packed agenda for you guys. As usual, a whole bunch of drama coming out of Spain. Why can't they just like chill out over there? Los pinches cabrones.
Don't you mean why can't they just do what's right?
Yeah, why can't they just not do shit you're not supposed to do? We'll go over the things that they did that if I did, I would get fired at my job, but they do, and they would like to keep their job. So we'll go over that. Mexico and the U.S. got their call-ups. We'll go over that a little bit, but hopefully, depending with our schedules, we can get you guys some bonus content on those. We'll go around the leagues. The Premier League's in full bloom now. Things are going. Carabao Cup. Tottenham's not winning it. We know that for sure. I'll just spoil it. Nobody will. You could have guessed that easily. And yeah, we'll go over what we're excited about for the weekend. Let's get it, Cesar.
Let's do it.
Un trago así para la garganta un poco. Otra salud. This is technically a pregame for the Quakes game, so I mean,
it's like
hay que echarle, ¿no?
Esta la otra se está enfriando para.
Qué bueno. All right, in top news, folks, not the greatest of news. I've been noticing the last couple episodes, there's been some bad stuff in our top news, and I need to lighten things up a bit, but maybe not with these first ones. But in top news, we'll start off with Jorge Vilda, the coach of the Spanish national team, the women's national team, who 15 of the women wrote a letter to the federation asking for him to be sacked before the World Cup, and they did not care, has now been sacked. So I don't know if they were just kind of trying to write it out like Tata style and see what happens, and then we all think that maybe they already had a plan to fire him. They just didn't have the balls to do it before. But now he is sacked, rightfully so, in my opinion. Spanish team has plenty of more problems to deal with other than him now. Which will lead into my second note. Luis Rubiales, the head of the Federation de España de Fútbol, has been asked to resign. There's been a letter sent in by over 50 total women's players from the Spanish national team. After kissing Jennifer Hermoso without consent, right? After they won the World Cup in the kind of the medal ceremony. It went viral, and he's been asked to resign by the players, by a bunch of people. He went up in front of a crowd at the federation, and he got a standing ovation after saying that he will not resign.
Yeah, he was very adamant when he was saying that. It was disgusting to watch.
It was gross, and it was. For me, it's because like he was trying to make a separation between I did the best thing that's ever been done by this federation. Why would I resign? And it's like, nobody's like, you won the World Cup. We get it. But like, nobody's saying you didn't win the World Cup. We're just keeping that shit separate.
Yeah. People
are saying you kiss somebody without their consent. You should not be at your job.
Yeah. I mean, you could have, like, if you're him, say, yo, guys, like, I did these accomplishments, but that's tainted by what I did after, which was kissing, and then now I'm going to step down. Like, your name is still going to be up there in the history books saying you brought success to the federation in the women's side. Like, now accept what you did was wrong and just remove yourself.
But what a lot of people in these type of situations, outside of soccer and just overall politics and things like that, what they do is they cannot admit and they cannot resign. They cannot resign because it is admitting that they did something wrong, right? So he's taking the stance of I did nothing wrong, or like I apologize for what I did, but it wasn't that bad, so I can stay. And then the moment that he accepts it is that bad and I'm leaving, it's admitting guilt. And I think that's kind of their train of thought with these things. But there's not a single profession in the world where you can do that. You can kiss somebody like that without consent, them complain about it. A whole group, the whole damn department complains about it. And you're just like, I will not leave because I do not want to. No, you're going to get fired.
Yeah.
Right? So you might as well take the gentleman's way out and just fucking, adios. I did something wrong, own up to it, and just dip out. But it's definitely not what's happening here. And every avenue of social media, of news is saying it's just another example of machismo in that Spanish culture.
Yeah, and not only news media outlets, Twitter, whatever you want to name it, but even players and coaches, both from the men's and women's side, are coming out and saying, like, if this was anybody else, it would have gone fired. They would have gone fired. This just shows that the Spanish culture, the Spanish Federation has deep, deep problems that need to be addressed.
Yeah.
And this is coming to light because of those problems.
Yeah, it's a bummer, and you would think somebody would come in with a hammer to do something about it, and FIFA did not. No. FIFA has given them the cold shoulder, basically. He is suspended by FIFA while there's an investigation, but it doesn't look like there is much being investigated here. It's low-key disappointing how much they're doing. It does sound like some folks outside of the world of soccer are pushing for more in Spain for harsher punishments. But I mean, if Jorge Vilda got fired for doing what he did after winning the World Cup, there's no reason why this guy should be able to keep his job. Like, the women on that team won that World Cup more than that coach did, more than the federation did.
Definitely.
Right? So if 50 women are telling you they're not going to play, no. You need to fix your shit, Spain, and just get things right. Make things right.
Yeah, and to add on to that, Luis Rubiales' mom is going on a hunger strike.
Yeah.
In a church.
The latest of breaking news is that she is saying that her little boy is a victim and is in some church on a hunger strike until they acquit him of all charges, apparently. Which I don't know. That lady's gonna be real hungry for a while. I don't know.
It's just it's a circus, and it's unfortunate, and
it's a shit show. Yeah, and how about we just don't do inappropriate things and don't have to figure out whether that person wanted them or not. Yeah, let's just stay to that.
So we don't have to comment on it, bro.
It's just too much. Don't be kissing teammates. Don't be kissing people at work. That is a workplace. Leave that shit at home. Yeah. Mamones. Ay. All right, to better news. Let's just jump to Bukayo Saka, my boy, named PFA Young Player of the Year. Let's go. He beat out none other than Erling Haaland, who a lot of people are upset that Haaland did not win it. What do you think, Cesar? Did he deserve it?
I think you can't really complain too much. I feel like Bukayo Saka last season was phenomenal for Arsenal. And if you were to told me, oh, he's going to win it at the end of the season, I would have been like, all right, like, he deserves it. Mm-hmm. Just as much as Erling Haaland deserved it. I know he won the treble, right? But there's just a difference in position. There's a difference in playing style and influence in their team. Haaland's just scores. That's his job. Yeah. Saka creates, distributes. Just it's a different playing style. So to me, him getting it deserved.
Yeah, I totally agree.
Not too many complaints there.
I think you can pull Haaland out and put another 9, and it'll be another scoring machine. But I think Arsenal really, really needs Bukayo Saka. He's built himself in an amazing spot in that team to be their eje de ataque, their everything, their ups and their downs. If he does good, they do amazing. If he does bad, they do shit, right? And I don't know. It's not really taking into account for the PFA, but Bukayo Saka was at the World Cup.
Hey,
Erling Haaland was not.
Yeah, and I think from the fans' perspective, también, I saw a video that somebody was asking the fans, would you take selling Bukayo Saka but winning the league this year? Which one would you take?
As an Arsenal fan?
As an Arsenal fan.
Oh, Jesus Christ. It's tough. Because I want Arsenal to win, but Bukayo Saka is a wonder kid, right? Like, did the people answer mainly that they'd rather keep Bukayo? I'd rather win the league.
No, a lot of people.
Yeah, I would rather win the league, though.
Said, no, he's our star boy. He's here for the long term. And they showed him this video right after he won the PFA. And he's like, yo, like, this means a lot to me. And he was like,
Damn,
touched by
I'm an
it.
asshole. Fuck. No, but the way that I gauge it is you ask the same question to City fans, and they'd be like, "No, fucking get rid of Haaland and bring us whoever. We'll get another dude in there, right?" Like, yeah, I feel like it's a lot less with Haaland that they'd be like, they don't care. Then just get somebody else in there. But just to roll down really quickly, the PFA Team of the Year, Ramsdale keep.
Yeah.
Then we're wondering who was going to start, him or Raya. You got the answer right there.
Yep.
Trippier outside back. Ruben Diaz from Man City in the back. John Stones, La Dupla,
También.
in the back from Manchester City. Saliba in the back, who had a really solid year last year. In the middle, Odegaard, De Bruyne, Rodrigo.
Yep. Really solid.
Rodri.
The best.
That is probably the best mid you can make there. Up top, Bukayo Saka, Harry Kane, Erling Haaland.
I mean, there's no complaints anywhere.
There's no complaints. You can add to it, but I don't think you can. You can definitely argue that these are the best of the best. That's a solid fucking team.
Yeah.
Does not look like my fantasy team at
No,
all.
definitely not.
Oh, man. All right. What else did I have? Oh, yeah. So today we got the call-ups. We got Mexico call-ups for this next September window. We got U.S. men's national team call-ups. The Mexico ones was laughs because they tried to do a loteria style format to it. And what did people do? They did what they do in Mexico, which they made memes out of it. They added the old Memo Ochoa, the viejito guy. They added, let me see, what else did they add?
They added Angel Malagon without hands.
I'm dead. They added Chiquito Orozco as Groot, por ser tronco, I'm assuming.
Tronco.
They added, in some positive ones, they added a brick wall for Johan Vasquez. I love that. You love to see that. They added Beckenbauer as Edson Alvarez.
Okay, sure.
I feel like this is an America fan.
Why, though?
Because Edson Alvarez isn't as Beckenbauer. I think that's the... And they added this dude with booty shorts as Alexis Vega. I think that's why. Like, I don't know.
I mean, what else would you add for Alexis Vega? He's been terrible.
Nalgas de Oro, yeah. True. They added, who is that? Brad Pitt in Troy as Cordova. They added handsome Squidward as Santiago Jimenez. They added the dude from Hey Arnold as Roberto Alvarado. I'm dead. Oh my God. Yeah, those were the highlights. They added Megan Rapinoe as Jordi Cortizo. I'm dead. That one takes it all. That's probably the funniest one.
And then somebody further down the comments said, Le falta el gulit con el borracho.
El borracho.
Damn. No, pero yeah. Great memes. This is what Mexicans do best.
Yeah, so we're hoping to do a bonus episode where we break down this call up, because there's a lot of things to call out here. It's the first one I think that Jimmy does by himself. The last one he kind of inherited from the previous administration under Diego Coca. So we'll go through that. But Cesar, give me a couple call outs. What do you think?
Other than H, I feel like is my H, Alexis Vega. And I don't know.
Diva, we were saying, no?
Yeah,
Diva was a little funky.
Sepulveda is the one that's a little funky. I wish they would have taken a younger keeper instead of Antonio Rodriguez, El Toño. Just to give opportunity, just to give times to somebody like the Querétaro goalkeeper.
Fernando Tapia.
He would be a good addition just to get those experience, those minutes.
If they would have brought him, that would have been 3 keepers that have had a run or are currently with America.
Yeah.
Sheesh.
Ilo Ochoa, like we've seen week in, week out with Salernitana, he's a brick wall. There's nobody that's going to take his place right now.
No, yeah. I think I have similar call-outs. Tune into our bonus episode when we release that. But yeah, it would have been nice to have, who will probably call out there, Marcel Ruiz has been someone we've been screaming about here that needs to be there. He's not there. Fidel Ambriz was somebody that I think Jimmy kind of promised us that would be somewhere here. The reason being that they're not here is apparently they're on the U23 squad. So if you want to hear us rant about how they should not be in the U23 squad, they need to be on the main squad, listen to our bonus episode that should hopefully be coming out in the next week or two. It's looking pretty good. We'll see what a Jimmy-led full camp looks like from here on forward. Cesar, let's look into the USMNT one, yeah?
Let's do it. Of it.
Cesar, tell me, you got any call-outs from the U.S. roster that came out? A couple of debut players, a couple of surprises. Who do you got?
Benjamin Kremasky.
Yeah.
That's a big one. I think he killed it in the Leagues Cup.
It's el efecto Messi,
they said. Messi. He's still like 18.
He's 18. Completely skipped the U18s, U23s.
Yeah, unlike the Mexico squad, but this guy is just balling out. And it's very well deserved. See somebody who's doing well. I know it's freaking who's the coach again? Greg Berhalter.
Yeah, that dude pulls some shit out of a hat sometimes.
Benjamin, that's a great one. También Christopher Lund. It's completely like, who is this guy?
I'm dead.
But Danish American who plays in Italy.
There's no shortage of dual nationals for the U.S. Everyone and they mamas literally had their kids here and then moved somewhere. So that's where they're pulling all these kids out of their hats, right? But we got our Cade Cowell there.
Yep.
Fuller and Balogun is coming back for another stint with the U.S. Serginho Dest, now that he's looking a little bit better, their PSV is coming back. Pulisic is usual there, right? This team's looking pretty solid.
Yep.
I think they're missing a couple players due to either injuries or like uncertainties at their club. But I mean, I think it's a lot to be excited about if you're a U.S. fan here.
Definitely. They're very young, though.
Very young.
I don't think there's anybody over 30 other than Tim Ream.
I did see their average age is about 23, and they have like 8 players that are U23, which is crazy.
Insane, man. And this is how you're going to build a good base for 2026.
They're getting ready. That's what it is. But yeah, hopefully we can get out some episodes with a little bit more in-depth look at the players, folks. Keep an eye out. All right, let's take it around the leagues because we got to go to this damn Earthquakes game. Vámonos, que quiero. Va a haber peda. Y no va. We're not missing that. Around the leagues, folks. Premier League. Let's start off with the biggest surprise of the weekend. Chelsea winning a game.
Jays.
Chelsea won 3-0 over Luton Town.
Luton's struggling, man.
They're
I don't
hurting.
know if we can call this like, Chelsea are top 10 or top 8.
No, we're not going to. No,
but
it does not change my rankings.
They definitely got to win. They're back on track, it seems. Caicedo finally got some good playing minutes, and he was important for them at all. Luton Town is just struggling.
They're hurting. And 3-0, yeah, even Raheem Sterling balled out against them. Finally, Nicholas Jackson scored a goal for me in my fantasy, so let's go. Did you win?
I won my draft against number 1.
Let's go.
What's his name?
Zuzio, the
Zuzio?
homeboy.
And just barely, just because his team did shit his players. And then on the budget one, I'm in 2 on the Tectonic Takes one.
Yeah.
And that one I stayed the same. I'm on 3rd. And then on the other one, I dropped to 6th. So I'm
setting ourselves up for a comeback.
Bro.
Let's go, baby. I don't know. I don't have much faith in my lineup. God damn it. All right. Arsenal, our boys, they tied Fulham 2-2. Note here, what happened to them? A lot happened to them. Jesus Christ. They're not doing good. They dominated the game possession-wise. They were like 70-30, if not more. But this is a tale as old as time itself, where Arsenal struggles to put it away. And I don't think they did themselves the biggest of favors by getting Kai Havertz, who's struggled all last season, right? I was very optimistic. I even added him on every damn fantasy team that I have.
Damn.
But he hasn't done anything, and he came out as a sub in like the 50-something. That's how you know you're struggling.
Bro. Dude, Arsenal.
They also have him as like a mid. He needs to be the 9. Even if it's as a sub for Gabriel Jesus, who's now coming back. He came on as a sub. But yeah, it's a bit disappointing how lack of lethal attacking Arsenal has been. It's also been pretty disappointing how that back line has not been
as
solid, and it's also because of small little, I don't know, materialistic type things with Gabriel. Rumors of him leaving to Saudi Arabia, and now he's not leaving. Is it now that he's just on Arteta's bad side? I don't know, but he needs to fucking get in there and figure out that back line, because you can't have Thomas Partey as your right back.
No.
You got to figure it out, man. You're trying to be a top squad. Stop messing with these little formation things.
Yeah, in my opinion, if they wouldn't have gotten that PK, Arsenal would probably lost that game or just tied it barely. I mean, they tied, but they were
up.
Fulham was up.
No, they were up 2-1.
Oh, yeah, they were up 2-1.
Palhinha scored at the very end.
Yeah, but before that PK, it seemed like they weren't going to score the whole game. It's like it was so frustrating to watch.
And that's what it's been, right?
And you get this stroke of luck, but then you, at the back in a corner at the 90th minute, you just get caught sleeping. Vámonos. There goes your 3 points.
I don't know, but they got a big test against Manchester United this weekend. Both of them struggling a little bit, so we'll see who can pull through. Speaking of United, they beat Nottingham Forest 3-2 after being down 2-0. I thought that was pretty impressive. Did nothing for me in fantasy because I have Wan-Bissaka and I have Onana, so I got 0.
Same.
But
dude.
Nice for them to come back and win it.
I had Bruno Fernandes last week, but I was like, bro, this ain't gonna do shit, bro. So I take him out, just get rid of him, and then all of a sudden he does good.
Yeah, an assist and a goal.
And a goal. It's like, it's just United, man.
Yeah, I mean, they're also just figuring out ways to kind of get a win or draw whatever they can. So that game, I think that game's gonna be really good against Arsenal this weekend.
Yeah.
West Ham, who's been high flying, they're in second place with 7 points. Jesus, they won 3-1 over Brighton. Brighton's they're not super struggling. They still got 6 points, but I don't think they're the Brighton that we saw last year just yet.
No.
They're moving a lot of pieces around. Is Joao Pedro playing? Is he not playing? Who's their striker?
Because Welbeck ain't doing it.
No.
I have him in my draft. He's not doing shit.
But yeah, West Ham seem to have done wonders with that money they got from Declan Rice. They got Edson, they got James Ward-Prowse, they got Kudus now from Ajax.
Yeah, they're stacking up, and then I think they still even got a little bit of money left over. I think it was like 3 or 5 million left over. And so far Edson looked good when he came in. Well, he started. It was his first game starting.
Yeah, Edson did great this game. He even got praise from Jared Bowen. Jared Bowen came out and said, Edson even came out of the games with cramps from how much he left it all on the field. Those are the type of players we want here. He's like, those are West Ham players. And I was like, hey, let's go.
Machine.
So, yeah, he's killing it there. Ward-Prowse is scoring every game. I don't know why I didn't pick him up in fantasy.
Swear.
But do you think it's sustainable? Do you think this West Ham team can actually break through? They were mid to bottom last year. I would tell you, will they make top 10?
Yeah, that's a good bet. I think with the 3 new additions that they got from that Declan Rice sell, I think they're easily top 10. For me, maybe scratching that 6th, 7th position.
Yeah.
In a perfect world, right?
Top 6 would be over, really overperforming, but it's starting to seem more and more achievable with all the transfers that they got coming in.
And we still don't know what Kudus was going to do with them,
Exactly. So. He hasn't even debuted yet. Yeah, it's crazy how, this is textbook what you do with your money as a club.
Swear.
Take 120 mil, flip it for 2 amazing center mids, beef up that middle, that vertebrae of your team, get yourself a stud of a right wing, figure it out. The coach, you got an amazing coach in there. The coach will figure it out. And it's crazy. They're making it work.
Bowen, Antonio, Areola this last game was stopping everything. And then you have those players stepping up. right now is your time. Right now is West Ham to go for it. Go for that top 6. Go for the Europa League as well because they're in that. So if you're a West Ham fan, you're extremely excited right now.
Yeah, I like that little kid video that I shared. Come on, you Irons!
Yeah, that's a great video.
The best night of my life. I can't believe West Ham's won something.
Something Tottenham can.
Yeah, he's like, we won more titles than Spurs, which is true. Newcastle, they lost. Your Newcastle, you're up the tune. Lost 2-1 to Liverpool, even though they were up a man.
Yeah.
I have Van Dijk on my team.
Hey.
Did me dirty. Fuck.
It was a red.
It was red. It looked a little
iffy.
I saw somebody tweet about it, which is a good point. If you think there was no contact, it was not a foul. But if there was contact, it's a red. I think that's a good way to describe it. And I think he did hit him. Yeah. So, but, dude, I mean, even with that, for Liverpool to come back and win, that's pretty wild.
That's wild. And these types of games for Liverpool is what lets you know the mentality of this team. In comparison to Newcastle, as soon as they got that red, the coaching staff was almost like bolstering or was almost like in like their high horse thinking, oh, we got this.
We're chilling.
You know. And I feel like it went down to the players as well, and that's what you ended.
And that's not how they've been playing lately.
No.
They've been pedal to the metal every game, every minute. And, yeah, it was just a bit weird to see. The DNA seems to be there for Liverpool this season, but are they going to get rid of Salah?
No. There's no way.
Their window's closing, and the rumor is that the Saudi League's coming with $170 million
holy
transfer fee.
170? You got to be kidding.
And that they're going to be paying him more than any other player in the Saudi League.
No way.
Which is crazy.
I thought Neymar was
because, I mean, he's also a local superstar.
True.
Egypt's right down the freaking canal. And
right up the canal.
Yeah, right up the canal. So, like, it would be a superstar move. I think it'd be huge, but I have him in 2 of my fantasy leagues, so you better not fucking move. But, yeah, it's going to be interesting. The window is closing on them. I know the Liverpool ownership's probably, like,
savoring
drooling,
170.
But they're like, we can't. But they're also drooling on the side. It's going to be wild.
Damn.
It's going to come down to the clock.
Yeah, if they're offering me 170 for my star player, I'd be like, yeah, you know what?
They can also
turn around.
They can also decline it and get 200. I don't know. Maybe they'll get it soon. Manchester City beat Sheffield United 2-1. Haaland missed a PK, but then he scored. For the fantasy folks, that gives you -2, so that kind of sucked. And then your boy Rodri always comes through.
Rodri came through for City, and he came through for my draft. That's how I was able to win.
This whole fucking episode is just going to be about our fucking fantasy. God damn it.
I'm dead.
No, yeah.
But he be coming in clutch. He came in clutch for the Champions League. This past, I think, week 1, he came in clutch for them.
I think he took it a little bit personally that he's got to maybe do a little bit more in the mid with Gundogan out. And that fool's doing more attacking-wise. He did not have this much attacking regimen last year. So he's doing good. But just to go over top 4, what we got in Prem at the moment, City, West Ham, Tottenham, Liverpool at the moment. Arsenal right outside. So really, really early, folks, but it's going to get good. Staying in England, we had the Carabao Cup. A couple of just quick things to call out. Our Wrexham got eliminated this early. Shit's a bummer in penalties. Leeds got eliminated in penalties as well. Our local team here with the 49ers, they got eliminated by Salford, who co-owner is Gary Neville. They had a couple of ex-Manchester United goats in the stands that were hella fucking cheering them on. And then Tottenham got eliminated.
Damn, what's new?
Another trophy they won't get. Nothing's new there.
No.
I would have put money on it.
But what about my Ipswich town?
Ipswich made it on through in penalties.
Go.
Let's go.
I'm gonna buy a jersey soon.
They don't look great.
They don't. They have PEMDAs on them.
They need to, the championship and below in English soccer, they need to take a page out of the Italian league's lower divisions. The Italian leagues, all of them got the freaking fanciest of the nicest of the silkiest of jerseys.
Yeah.
That's what you need in the lower division squads. I'm surprised Wrexham doesn't have some crazy
Some dope,
stuff.
huh?
Come on, Ryan Reynolds. All right, let's move on to Spain, Cesar. Your Barcelona won 4-3 after being down a little bit in the game. They got the youngster in there. Lamine Yamal. Yeah, he got an assist on one of the goals.
Yeah, it was the first goal. He had a banger of a cross, just 17 years old and knows how to, or 16 and knows how to cross it like a 30-year-old. It was insane. And then who was at the end of it?
Yeah, Gavi. Barcelona is doing what they can with what they got. Gavi got a goal. Ferran Torres is turning it around now. And Lewandowski got the last one, the game winner.
He's also turning it around. He came out today. He actually said that he's usually all alone up top, that he wants more players to come out and help him in attack. And I was like, damn, bro.
Yeah, kind of blaming the other attacking players.
And Xavi's game plan.
Yeah, it's a little bit of some shade. So he's not loving his situation right now. Ferran Torres is up there giving it his all. A lot of people have been asking to bench Lewandowski and to start Ferran Torres with all the efforts he's been doing lately. And I don't know, just giving this is what you do to your strikers, right? When some of them are getting either lazy or they're not performing as well, you bench them for a little bit, put the other one in, and then usually they come back in a little bit stronger.
Turn up the heat to get the best out of them.
Exactly. Real Madrid beat Celta de Vigo 1-0. Vini came off with an injury, right?
Yeah, he came out with that thigh injury. It looks like he's going to be out until late September.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just added to the list of injuries that Real Madrid got.
Shit's gnarly. And who's leading the league in scoring after scoring another one?
Jude Bellingham.
Jude Bellingham, a box-to-box midfielder.
Yeah, number 5. Literally, he's got jersey number 5. I was wondering why he got it, but
exactly.
He's a center mid.
No, yeah,
he can get it, but yeah, no, he's been killing it. Still does his celebration, and after Rodrigo missed a PK in that game as well.
Yeah, hopefully, I don't know. They got to switch it up. Let Jude take everything.
That's kind of what.
Tiro libres, penalties, everything. Now you gotta, sometimes you just like your top goal scorer is not really your free kick taker or not really your penalty kick taker, but you just give it to them because
he's hot.
They're up for the goleador. You gotta do that with Jude now. You gotta treat him like he's the 9. Yeah. And Atletico de Madrid scored 7. They dropped 7, a whole touchdown on Rayo Vallecano.
And Rayo Vallecano wasn't doing so bad.
Yeah, they're not a bad squad, and they've been pretty solid past couple of years. The interesting thing for me is only one player scored a brace.
Oh shit! So se repartieron.
Se las partieron si bien. No, yeah, the only one that scored a brace was Alvaro Morata, who actually came on as a sub, which is interesting. Let's move on to Germany, just super quick. Bayern won. What's new?
Boring.
Yeah, that league needs to get a little bit more exciting. But Harry Kane scored a brace. I think that's a little bit exciting.
Yeah.
He's having some success outside of Tottenham.
That's what they bought him for, right?
That's what they paid all that big money for.
And did you see him eat some sausage with Muller? I think it was.
No, like at the game?
No, after the game.
Like
they had a little show, and he was trying German sausage for the first time.
¿Le gustó?
No, pues ahí sí no sé. Si le gusta o no el sausage.
Le gusta la salchicha. Pues quién sabe, ¿no?
Pues ahí él.
They got a 4-way tie with 6 points at the top. Union Berlin, Bayern Munich, Leverkusen, and Wolfsburg. And Berlin scored dropped 4-1 over Darmstadt. So they need to keep it going, all these teams, to make it a little interesting.
Last season, Union Berlin were up first place for 12 matches. So we hope, they give it a little bit more fight, because we're tired of Bayern winning.
Yeah, dude, make it exciting.
All the time.
Dortmund already drew a game. They're at 4 points. Somebody's got to step up. But to be honest with you, the law of averages works, and a lot of these teams didn't spend anywhere near as much. So at the end of the season, you end up seeing exactly the fruit of that. All right, let's take it to Italy. Salernitana, your boys, they drew 1-1 versus Udinese, and Ochoa had some amazing saves again.
Yeah. There's saves where it bounced off of two heads, and then
then it hit the defender, and he got to it. Typical Ochoa save. That is like textbook Ochoa.
Televisa snapshots because of his flying saves.
For real. And you know who's in Udinese?
Who?
Tovan from Tigres.
Seriously?
Yeah, there was one highlight where he broke away from the defender and got a shot on goal, and Ochoa stopped it. And it was him, and I was like, what the fuck? And
am I seeing this right?
I looked him up on FOMO, and I was like, oh shit, it wasn't. He hit a pretty solid game.
Damn. Wait, so who's the one in Belgium with
that's Janssen.
Oh,
he scored, and he played today against AEK Athens. We can drop that. Our friends of the podcast, AEK Athens, unfortunately got eliminated from Champions League. Yeah. In the first leg, Johnson from Monterrey scored a goal.
Oh, and Tovan is from Tigres.
Tovan is from Tigres and is now at Udinese.
Hella random.
Which is funny. He sucked in Tigres. Horrible in Tigres. And he's low-key balling out in La Serie A.
And he's also suing Tigres.
Yeah. Get your money, dog. Get that bag. In other news, Genoa beat Lazio. Second place Lazio from last season. 1-0. Johan Vasquez played the whole game. They always play him at outside back, though, ever since he left Pumas out there.
Yeah, he started as an outside back and then ended up being as a left center back. He was solid, winning duels up in the air, winning 50-50 balls. Accurate. I think he had a passing percentage or accurate passing of like 80-something. So he's balling out. It seems like this season they're gonna stay up.
He's looking good, and those 3 points are gold.
Yeah,
against Lazio, those are points that you would love to have. Other teams are gonna drop those points. Those are gold. AC Milan beat Torino 4-1. More on the American side, Pulisic scored again,
and it was a nice play too. He started it and then got a couple passes, and then the ball ended up being at his feet and just scored.
The Serie A seems to be good for him. He has the space to play. He can do his movements that he's known for. He can do the 1-2s with Giroud. He can do the 1-2s with Leao. He's got a little celebrations going with Leao. They're homies now.
Jeez. It's like he's free now.
Yeah, no, he's free of the Chelsea curse.
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
Does not have to deal with them. So I don't know, he's happy. He's loving life.
It's like whenever you drop your ex and then you become happy.
Exactly. It's exactly that, Cesar. ¿Andas bien, güey? You okay?
Ando bien entrado, yo. These beers
Tómale
are
la
good,
cerveza,
bro.
güey. Tómale más. I'm dead. And that's all that I had in Italy. In the Netherlands, in our Santi Jimenez tracker, we got Feyenoord beat Almere City, whoever the hell that is, 6-1. And Santi Jimenez scored a brace, one from PK, and he got one in a play that was pretty good. But I'm really looking forward to see if he can keep this pace with Feyenoord, if he can finally get that top goal scorer now there in league, and then see what he can do in Champions League. They're part of the
pot one.
That's going to be interesting. They're going to get a little bit of a nice favorable group, hopefully.
Or a tough group, because pot 2 and pot 3 tend to have strong teams as well.
Yeah, but as a team, you would rather be pot 1 than anything else, because pot 1, you are taking the spot of a tough team you would then play, right? Yeah. So I'm excited for Feyenoord.
Yeah, excited too. Excited for Santi Jimenez. I feel like if he keeps this pace, he might be gone in winter, but for sure he's going to be gone next summer.
Yeah, I hope he stays for the winter, because
it's kind of tough when you
see what you got in Champions League.
Yeah,
give it a go. All right, let's move on to Liga MX. Your America got a draw versus León,
Chingada madre,
Le aplicaron la ley de los exes. That shit's goal-sided special. Let's go.
It's like written in stone, man.
Viñas scored a goal off of a scrappy goal.
It was scrappy, and then he scored and he went off. He's like,
He didn't celebrate. He's like, peace, respect. Mi ex equipo que no me quisieron. But yeah, that's not bad. Quiñones scored on PK. He's looking pretty good with America.
No, he's not. This whole America team can be so much better.
The team could be better, but he has a good amount of goal contributions for what they have.
For what they're producing.
Yeah, because they're struggling. No Henry Martin and all these things, right? Henry Martin is proving to be a big piece that they need. But Quiñones is doing what he can. But I think if they get the full squad, Quiñones will probably ball out.
Yeah, it's just like, as an America fan, you feel like this team can be so much better, but esa como, like, you can't do more, but you should do more.
Yeah, you totally should.
So, it is what it is.
No, pues ahí que se queden los güeyes. Chivas, my Chivas Poderosas de Guadalajara, they lost versus Santos 2-1. Not so poderosas.
Let's redo that.
Not so poderosas anymore. I'll just add that in there. Alexis Vega, mi nalgas de oro, got a red card for throwing the ball in frustration. Oh my God, that show was frustrating to watch. Dog.
He just came back.
Don't do that.
He just came back.
I know, but...
And this is what he does. You understand why now I'm so salty with Alexis Vega?
Yeah. So, I mean, I've understood it. I live it with him there. I wish he scored more goals every game. But the Santos team is a good squad. They just have had some rough goes. They have baller players. Watch Bruneta from Santos. That fool's going to be in America in 2 years. And America's going to pay $15 million for him. He's a baller.
Yes.
But they have a good squad. Chivas just... They're figuring out ways to win, and they just didn't this game.
Yeah, that's exactly what I thought.
El Oso Gonzalez did not have a great game there in the middle. I think maybe the other team was just too dynamic for him. They put in Alan Torres, and Alan Torres fucked up on both of the goals. Literally on the second one, he got caught sleeping, and they took the ball away and countered, and he didn't press. Yeah, the team needs a little bit of a wake-up call. I think Paunovic needs to get some stuff going in them, some juices flowing to get them moving. But yeah, no, it's something they need to work on. Luckily, they have that pillow of how they started the season.
I mean, you're in Liga MX. You have a pillow all season.
That's true. Yeah, you can win 3 in a row and you'll make playoffs.
But I feel like finally I just win it by any means necessary. Stopped.
I don't think it's stopped. They just won last week. It's getting tougher to do.
Yes.
But the Paunovic needs to figure out a way to get the best out of this team. And he's been able to get by without getting the best of a lot of the star players. And he now needs to figure it out because he's not just trying to make playoffs. They were subcampeones last year. They need to win it. Yeah. So that's one thing he needs to figure out.
That's the expectation now.
Yeah. In other news, Pumas beat Tigres. And Pumas has the latest, greatest sensation of Mexico, El Chino Huerta, leading Liga MX in almost every major offensive category.
It's like they leave Chivas and they become superstars.
He was a baller at Mazatlan.
He was.
When he left Chivas on loan, came back to Chivas. He showed good things like a lot of players do in individual moments and stuff, but sometimes it just doesn't contribute to great play overall, to winning games, right? And I mean, the best to them, he left Chivas now permanently to Pumas, and he's killing it. And he just got a call-up out of nowhere. Should he get a call-up? He got his call-up. And I hope he kills it. He's only 22.
Yeah, no, he totally deserves it, and I'm happy for him. He's killing it, and I hope he does it at La Selección as well. Mm-hmm. But to me, it takes me back to, like, what the hell is going on with Chivas? What the hell is going on at Valle Verde? That these players just all of a sudden leave and explode. You're seeing it at Juarez.
Yeah. I think there are certain players, and I still have faith in those players from Juarez because Campillo is a baller and he killed it at Tapatío. Mm-hmm. Perez Boquet showed it at Chivas. I think he was just a little bit too young to get like the full confidence from coaches. But I think certain players get more freedom, if anything. I know I joke around and I say que pesa la camisa, but I think it does for Chivas and America. But at the end of the day, I think also they get more freedom with other teams to just be able to play the way that they play. They don't have to fit into a system to necessarily give the expected results for a team like Chivas and America. They can just ball out, and they know how to ball out.
They do.
And this goes to a team like Pumas, which Pumas has high expectations, but not necessarily at the same level.
No.
And he can ball out, and he has been. And, I mean, if it means him never coming back to Chivas, I mean, dog, keep killing him wherever you are. I'm sure Chivas will want him back. They'll pay 5 times what they fucking got rid of him for.
I mean, just really quick, Guti. What the hell's going on with Guti?
Guti is not fitting the system.
He's too slow.
He's too slow for Liga MX. I'm dead. I have a theory that players will play at the same level at certain teams if you're a certain type of player. He played very good, and that's how you can label him, very good at PSV. Comes back, plays very good at Chivas, but Chivas need him to ball out. They need him to dominate the league because you came back as a European star. You need to take every player off the ball, switch up the play to attacking, go up, score some bangers de larga distancia like he used to.
Yeah.
Yes, but he's not doing that, and it's a transition period, but I don't know. He needs to get to it. Cruz Azul finally win. First win since April. And there was a bunch of pendejos fighting outside of the Monterrey game.
And Monterrey against Monterrey, too.
All Monterrey fans. I think they were beating up paramedics from Cruz Azul, though. Jeez. One of the fools. Shit's fucking embarrassing, dog. Monterrey's supposed to be the more cultured and the more rich people and the El Gigante de Acero. It's so fucking multi-million fucking stadium. They need a fucking... Es lo que se creen compared to Tigres. They say that Tigres, they got the old gross stadium, and they're like, we got the techie nice thing.
No, you remember Chupete? Back in the Chupete days, they're violent.
But that was in El Volcán, too.
Sí, pero, I mean...
That's what I'm saying. Se creen muy because they got the new stadium, and they gotta... If they're gonna act that way, you gotta be civilized, dog. Get that shit out of here. Super quick. Puebla, new coach.
Always wins.
You always get a W. And they beat Juarez, our relegation of the tournament.
Hey.
And Puebla's been sucking.
It's Liga MX. Juarez will come back.
Bendita Liga MX. Yeah. And now Puebla announced their new coach, Gerardo Espinosa, who left the fucking Mexican national team U23 spot.
Ooh.
That's so... He's a dope coach. I know him because he's ex-Tapatío.
Okay.
Was the coach for the Selección U23s for the, I think for the Esperanza de Tolón or whatever.
Okay.
And, but they have no major tournaments coming up because they didn't get Olympics. They didn't get the upcoming World Cup for U23s. So he's got nothing to do. So Puebla signed him. But people are really upset because they're like, dog, why would you leave a spot with the national team?
What do you
Puebla?
mean?
But I mean, I'm sure it's a lot more money. You get a consistent paycheck versus the Selección is probably not consistent.
I mean, more than that, like, it's Liga. I mean, it's Primera División experience.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. So he probably wants like an adult squad, right?
Yeah.
He's been with Tapatío, which is a B
step.
squad.
You get 23 under 23s. Now it's the natural next step to go and get full-on squad.
True. All right, let's close it on up with the MLS with our Messi tracker. Messi comes in 20 minutes and he scores. This is a dope play.
What a filthy pass, man.
So first, how the fuck did Jordi Alba get up there to drop it down?
Like, homie, you're like 32, 34.
Yeah, cálmate, ya, no. No, güey, las caderas, no. And then drops it straight to Messi. Messi gets a little break. The whole damn back line shifts with Messi's hits.
It's just staring at him. They're just staring at him
but it was literally like you're playing FIFA and you know that if you shift right, the whole back line shifts right with you. And the homeboy Cremashi, Benja, He makes a good break, and Messi fucking puts it on a platter right to him. And then nobody runs with Messi, the greatest player of all time. Nobody follows Messi. I'm just telling you guys, if any coaches ever listen to this, MLS coaches, I don't know, you should have one person designated as a scout, as a player that is always knowing where Messi is. And I'm sure they're already doing that, but 4 players did not watch Messi walk in and get a tap in.
Yeah.
That is embarrassing, dude. It's more than anything laughable at MLS. It's not like, yeah, Messi is a baller. That ball in was amazing.
Amazing.
But people are laughing at MLS defending.
I mean,
4 players did not even touch him. They literally would turn the other way. Like, oh my God. It was
like, just get in front of him. Like, something.
Yeah. It was so sad. Put a body on him. What's stopping you guys from the ley del barrio?
No.
Balón o jugador, nunca los dos. What's stopping you from just holding it? Literally, just hug him.
You want to know?
Take the yellow. Oh my! Yeah, but it goes against our beliefs because we're also saying don't foul him outside of the box.
You want to know why? Porque after the game, they can't ask for an autograph.
That's so embarrassing. He beat Cincinnati first place in the U.S. Open Cup.
And what do they do right
and
after
the superstar, Brandon Vasquez, goes and asks for it. No,
right
dude.
after the game.
Ten vergüenza.
No tienen.
Everybody on every coverage except for the American ones. But in the Spanish ones, they were like, everyone, Hugo Sanchez, where the fuck, those fools are so prideful. But they were like, dude, ten vergüenza. Ask for it in the locker room or something. I know you're not going to get it because somebody else will do it. Pero tú ten vergüenza.
Algo, tantita vergüenza. Once you get into the locker room, that's when you can say, hey, Messi, me regalas una foto, un autógrafo, lo que quieras. But you do it right in front of your fans after losing to the guy.
You're home. Yeah, dude.
Like, chill, man. There's a time and a place. Please.
Please. Your children are watching.
Yeah.
No, yeah, it's really sad. No, don't do that, man. It's fangirling is all it is. All right, Cesar, let's bring it on home.
Let's do it, man.
Give us something to watch this weekend. What are you excited about?
I'm excited for Newcastle against Brighton.
It's going to be a good game.
Both teams just lost this past weekend, so they need to bounce back. And this is a perfect game to do it.
Yeah. I got Arsenal versus Manchester United. 2 really strong teams. They haven't been as convincing as we thought they would be at the beginning of this season. Hopefully somebody comes out on top and we can really see who's doing better this season. Hopefully Arsenal.
And then you also got El Clásico Joven this weekend. You got Cruz Azul against America. It's going to be a great game. Cruz Azul just came back from a win, and America tied. They need to get back on track. They need to score these goals.
We got Chivas versus Monterrey this week. 2 strong teams also struggling there a little bit. Monterrey just lost against Cruz Azul. How sad was that? Chivas lost versus Santos, but somebody's got to get back on track.
You also got LAFC against Inter Miami. I think it's a sold-out stadium. I think the cheapest ticket was like $600 in LA. You already know everybody's going to be there. So now I'm just wondering, is Vela going to run over to Messi and ask him for a picture?
Hell no. That fool barely likes soccer. He doesn't even know who Messi is.
That fool's like, yeah, late. I'm going to go watch the Clippers.
We got the Cascadia Cup. This is the real big MLS game. Seattle versus Portland. Portland just got a new coach. Goodbye, Giovanni Savarese. And it's going to be good. I think for people on the West Coast, they'll be really excited to see what happens in that game.
And then in the Serie A of Brazil, you got Botafogo against Flamengo. Both historic teams with enormous fan bases. So it's going to be a really good game to watch. Really fun game.
Last game I wanted to call out, we got Feyenoord versus Utrecht. Santi Jimenez is on a good pace this season with his goal scoring. Can he keep it up? That's going to be big. I think the next step in his career is to lead that league in goal scoring and see what he can do in Champions League.
And then the last game I wanted to call out is Oakland Roots against Sacramento Republic. Northern California teams just going at it in the USL. And both are exciting teams to watch, so keep an eye out for them.
Yeah, gotta love the local games here in the USL. Yeah, whole bunch of stuff to watch this weekend. It's gonna get good. That's all that I had, Cesar. Bring us home.
Thank you guys for tuning in, as always. Thank you guys for all of you new listeners. Follow us on our socials, join our Discord, and we're happy that you're here. Hopefully you keep liking our content.
Yeah, appreciate y'all. Peace, everyone.
Peace.